He's a man that has a blend of technical expertise and the soft skills of creativity and attention to detail. He's the Honourable Minister of Works. I'd like to welcome here the man that understands strength of material, Engineer David Nweze Umahi.
Your Excellency, Mr. President, Your Excellency, the Vice President, our dear National Chairman, our leaders, my dear brothers and sisters, standing on protocol in place, I feel very delighted, and it's an honor to me to present 2-year scorecard of a man that has a rare courage, a man that tamed the Atlantic Ocean, a man that has the courage to bring the dreams of the Shagari administration on Sokoto-Badagry Highway to fruition. I present to you 2-year scorecard on work sector of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. When Mr. President came on board May 29, 2023, he inherited a total number of 2,604 projects, totaling 13 trillion as at that time. And with the floating of the Naira and removal of fuel subsidy, and with the rule of the thumb, the total inherited project at that time should be about 20 trillion. With the wisdom of Mr. President presiding at FEC, the FEC directed that we should prioritize the inherited projects along the geopolitical zones and along the major economic corridor. And we had to choose a total of 440 projects. And we also added a total number of 65 new projects. We saw in 2023, by the month of September, a number of states were cut off. You won't be able to travel from one state to the other. Our bridges were in serious shock. And we appeal to Mr. President, and between 2023 supplementary budget and 2024, we scoped a total of 260 projects, totaling 208 billion. Today, Mr. President has fully completed these 260 projects, and we have written to Mr. President to allow members of National Assembly, ministers, leaders of the various zones, Nigeria Union of Journalists, to go around the geopolitical zone to commission these projects. In the 1 year of Mr. President, 2 projects were completed, and that's the famous Oboronshoki Apapa that defies all kind of solution. But Mr. President inherited it and completed it. The Minister of Works also did wonders in Third Mainland Bridge. It was truly rescoped, a total of 14 kilometers by 8 carriageway each section, and the ramps. Today, between the last 1 year, Mr. President has also completed a total of 19 projects. In Northwest, we have completed the project in Kano, that's at Yakasi, and that is a total of 38.2 kilometers by CCCC. In the same Kano state, we have the project in Hadija, and that is 82 kilometers. That's been completed and is ready for commissioning and is done by CCACC. In the North Central, Mr. President reconstructed the collapsed Shandam Bridge and is ready for commissioning. When you get to Northeast, we have the Jimeta Bridge in Adamawa State, fully completed and is ready for commissioning. We also have a bridge that collapsed, which the President sent me to evaluate during the last flood season. And that is the bridge being done by CGC. That project is completed and is set for commissioning. Mr. President inherited a number of projects along East-West Road. But Section 1, that is between Port Harcourt and Bayelsa, which is 84 kilometers by 2, done by Setraco, is being completed. Work is ongoing in Section 2 of that project. Mr. President also took very high interest on East-West roads, and I always say that this is the most traffic route in the whole nation. We have the refinery there, we have the petrochemical there, we have the Broma, we have the One port, and that is a kilometer of 15 by 3 lanes. And this project was inherited, and the total cost was 156 billion for 15 kilometer by 2. But we felt that the pavement design was very weak, and so we had to redesign the project on reinforced concrete pavement. Today, the first carriageway is completed and is ready for commissioning. Work is ongoing on the second carriageway, and I thank Mr. President very highly, and of course FNSE, for their commitment in ensuring that this project, are being done. And if you get to Southeast, you have the Artisan Bridge in Enugu State that got collapsed during the flood. That project is 75 meters, 3 spans. It's been completed and is ready for commissioning. And of course, in my state, we have the Akwaha Bridge. Is completed and is ready for commissioning. And of course, we inherited the famous Port Harcourt Enugu. There are 4 sections. But the last section is between Lopanta and the Enugu State, and that is 61 kilometer by 2. We concentrated on the first carriageway by CGC. Today, that carriageway is completed, Mr. President, and is ready for commissioning. Work is ongoing in the second carriageway. And in the southwest, Mr. President, we've completed the 54 kilometer by 2 Dangote tax credit of the deep sea port. That is ready for commissioning. We also have completed 10 kilometers of the famous Lagos-Calabar Coastal Highway in the first section from Ahmed Bello and then going towards Eleko Junction. 20 kilometers is completed by 6 lanes, and it is there for commissioning, Mr. President, and 10 kilometers has been completed at the section of 37.47 going to the end of the first section, which is 47.47. You inherited, Mr. President, the Lagos-Ibadan carriageway, and that is 54 by 2. That project being done by RCC, and that is phase 1, section 2, is today completed and is ready for you to commission, Mr. President. And we also have the Lagos-Badagry section, which is 65 kilometers, being done by CGC. Is ready for you to commission, Mr. President. Your Excellencies, let me introduce the 4 legacy projects of Mr. President. Let me start with the Lagos-Calabar Coastal Highway. And I say that these 4 legacy projects, they are not just road projects, they are investment-driven projects. And these projects, when completed, a lot of our existing roads throughout the states will be interconnecting to this project. And these projects, they have a lot of inherent investment potentials. Let me say that along Lagos-Calabar Coastal Highway, which is 750 kilometers, we have fully procured section 1, 47.47 by 2, and that project is about 80% done today. And that project will going to have a lot of investment opportunities there. The transshipment, because Apapa Wharf, it has a shallow depth. We are now going to be transloading our goods from the deep sea port. And we have the carbon credit we are going to be earning. We are using reinforced concrete, which has low emission. And we're also going to be using solar-powered energy. We are going to have CCTV all through the project. Section 2 is 55 kilometers, and that is from Eleko Junction and going to the Ogun border. And that is ongoing now. Concrete is ongoing in the first 10 kilometers. Mr. President directed that we have to go to the end of the project, which is Cross River and Akwa Ibom. And today we have procured 65 kilometers, which we call 3A and 3B. 27 kilometers in Cross River and the rest in Akwa Ibom. Work is ongoing, and I can say that before the end of June, 10 kilometers would have been fully completed in that section. I'm very proud of what High Tech is doing. We had to evaluate their equipment, and I went with the National Assembly. And I commend the National Assembly, House of Rep, and Senate for their diligence and commitment in seeing these projects. And after seeing this, equipment, everyone is saying High Tech must do their job. Mr. President, The Shagari administration dreamt about Badagry-Sokoto Highway, but you came and you turned it to be Sokoto-Badagry. And that is a total of 1,068 kilometers. And you insisted that it has to be constructed on concrete pavement. Today, we have procured 258 kilometers by 2, and that is in KB axis. The first carriageway of 3 lanes by 258 kilometers is costing us 928 billion, and you have also paid the 30%. Work is ongoing, and 10 kilometers is almost ready for commissioning, if you like, Mr. President. At the Sokoto axis, I remember you directed me to go to Ilela. He said they gave you a lot of votes, and the governor of Sokoto is very happy. And so we went there. It's a total of 120 kilometers. And with your commitment and the efforts of National Security Advisor, we've been able to overcome the security challenges, and work is ongoing there. The second carriageways of KB and Sokoto is under procurement. And we have started to look at the procurement at the Badagry going to Gunaxis. We have a number of challenges there, sir. And when I told you, sir, we have challenges for you to see, you said to me, Minister, go and solve it. Mr. President, we have solved it. And we've chosen the alignment to avoid a lot of bridges. And we will soon do the procurement. And that is the second legacy project of Mr. President.